Good morning and welcome to the free daily coaching hangout. Your daily hangout for mindset, tech tips, and everything attraction marketing. We're here every morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Sit back or jump in. Either way, remember to have some fun. Here at freedailycoaching.com.
All right, good morning and welcome to the free daily coaching hangout. Bert Bledsoe here with you, coming to you live from Colorado Springs. We're having a little bit of a snowy morning here, so good morning and welcome. I want to say good morning and welcome to everyone. Normally on Wednesdays we do an industry-wide webinar, or an industry-wide webinar. Normally on Wednesdays we do an industry leader interview. And this morning, I'm actually taking a break from that. And I was getting my 2015 calendar schedule hammered out and getting everyone lined up. And I thought that we would take this Wednesday, since it's the first Wednesday of the month, and use it as the launching point. And I want to say good morning and welcome to everyone. So we'll do that, and then we're going to get into it. And this morning, I want to just go over some ideas for your home-based business. If you're running a home-based business, there's a couple different ideas that you want to look at to create the base for what it is you're doing. And I want to ensure that here on Free Daily Coaching, whether you just started your own home-based business, whether you're thinking about getting into a home-based business, or whether you've been doing it for some time, you actually have a plan. There's a format for you to follow. And there's a few things that you can do, you can implement right away to allow you to get the results that you desire. In addition to that, it actually gives you the ability to then teach and train the people that you're working with so they can do the same. So they really can step it up and do the same. So I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to actually switch seats and give you guys a little snow view this morning. We'll see if it works. And there we go. Got a little snowy. There you go. You can see the snow in the background. I'll be a little dark, but you can see the snowflakes are just starting to fly, and it's just starting to snow back there. So really excited about a few things that we've been doing as a team and working together. And so, man, I'm really dark. So if you guys can't see me, let me know, and I can switch views back again. So let me say good morning to everyone. And then we'll jump into it. We'll go into a few of these ideas, and something that we've been, a few of us have been working on together that's really had some great results. So I want to say good morning to our Canadian friends up in Canada. Good morning, Karen. Hey, Craig, what's up, buddy? I'm going to scoot over so I can see, because otherwise it's just so dark right there. Good morning, Craig. Christina, good morning to you. You were here and then you disappeared and you came back with no logo. Good morning, Gibbs. Hey, B-Rock, I know I'm way behind. I finally got caught up yesterday. Let's connect this morning and make sure that I get you those videos. I totally did not forget about you, sir. Jeannie, good morning. Good morning, Malia, Tanya, Clive, and Deb. Good morning down in SoCo. Mr. Jackson Kelly down in Southern Colorado. Leanne, good morning to you. Mr. Mooney, good morning to you, sir. Chris Schaus is in the house, of course. Of course, we have Elizabeth. It's not really summers right now. It's looking like a little wintry out here, Elizabeth. And of course, as always, we got Wake Up and Get Up Early, Mr. Jeff Abuluraj. So good morning, Patty. Good morning, Angel. As you guys are popping on, good morning and welcome. Today, we're talking about home-based business ideas, things that you can put into action right away if you're running a home-based business. So I'm gonna raise your hand if you can come over this morning. I'm just gonna bring someone over because I want to do a screen share and I like to have that interaction. So if you want to come over this morning, raise your hand and let me know. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna do a little screen share here, and I'll open up a document here and I'll make it big so everyone can see, and we'll make the big print really big so everyone can see exactly what it is that we're typing, and we will take this away. So let's see if someone will raise their hand. We can bring someone over. Let me see what we got. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Awesome blossoms. All right, so let's look over here at All right. I see a hand. Couple hands there. Booyah, booyah. And I just need to know that you guys can see my screen here. So awesome. All right. I clicked on you, Lynn, and Chris. So I saw both of you. I clicked on you guys. So hopefully you guys will both come over. And we'll do a screen share here. And we'll talk about three. Awesome. All right. I'm just going to hit you, Chris, because you get a lot of feedback. And just unmute and let me know if you can see the screen here. I'm going to go ahead and just bring up a blank document. So can you see this big untitled page here, Chris and Lynn?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, perfect. All right, cool. All right, so number one, if you're going to get into and be a home-based business entrepreneur, if you're going to really get into it and really do a home-based business, there's a few things that are absolutely essential. So let's look at step number one. If you're going to have a home-based business, the very first thing you need to do is you need to know is you have to have some kind of product or service, right? If you're going to have a business, you have to have a product or service to go out and make that offer, to be able to sell something, okay? So that's the very first thing that you need to look at. Now, when you're looking at a product or service for your home-based business and you're coming up with ideas, what I like to suggest to people is go out and check out what's out there, go out and see who else is doing what, and I like to base my decision on two factors, okay? And I'll go ahead here, we'll do a couple tabs here so that we can do it. And factor number one is, do I love it? Do I love the product or service? Because I gotta love the product or service or I'm not gonna be able to present it very well, right? I've gotta absolutely be passionate about something to really get behind it. I know that for me, so look at that for you. What does that look like for you in starting a home-based business for yourself? Do you love it? Because if you don't love it, how are you going to promote it to other people, right? Think about a good example of a restaurant. You would absolutely recommend a great restaurant to friends and family if you love it. You're like, oh my gosh, you got to go there. It's the best food. They got the best lasagna. They got the best tacos. Their margaritas are off the hook. They make the best Arnold Palmers, right? You're going to tell people because you love it. So that's part B. That's the first part of me determining, hey, do I want to be a part of this product or service? Do I love it? Do I love the product or service? And I'm going to give you 3 points, okay? The second point is, do I love it? Right? Is there an active community? That's number 2, right? I want to know, is there an active group of people that are already working this product or service? Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be direct person to me, that my quote-unquote sponsor or quote-unquote upline is, you know, killing it or doing massive action. I want to know, is there actually an active community? Or is this something that came along for a while and then it's burned out, it's over, there's no one actually participating? And then C, and this for a lot of people might be the most important, is it financially solid? Is it financially solid? And what do I mean by financially solid? Well, does the company have a compensation plan in place that you're going to be able to profit from, that you can actually prosper with? Does it have a financial record? Okay, does the company that you're going to be working with have a record of being financially solid? Do they have a consistent track record of making consistent payments to their affiliates or to their distributors? Do they have a system in place right now that's working, right? And that's the business part of it, guys. I'm first looking at something and saying, hey man, do I love this thing? Yes, all right, dude, I'm passionate about it. Then I find, hey, is there an active community? Is there people, excuse me, that I can interact with, that I can be a part of, a group with, that are doing this? And then C is, hey, okay, let me look at the finances. Is this gonna work financially? Does it provide the opportunity to make the cash flow that I require to live my life, right? That's what I'm looking at. And maybe you're brand new. Maybe you're just looking to make a couple extra bucks. Maybe you're just doing this part-time to pay for kids' private school or to be able to go on a fun vacation this summer. Maybe you're just trying to make a little bit. Well, does the plan, do the finances show that you can do that? And if that's solid, if you can say yes to all of these 3 questions, you're good to go, right? You're ready. You're set to go out and start to build your home-based business. Now, are there tools, are there resources that are available to home-based business owners? Absolutely. But before we get into those tools, before we get into the methods and the techniques of actually building a home-based business, wouldn't it be prudent, wouldn't it make sense to take a few moments and look and see, does my business, does what I'm doing fall in these categories? Can I say yes to each one of these? Can I say yes, I love this product or service? Can I say yes, there's an active community, there's an active group of people that are currently promoting, that are building, that are taking daily actions each and every day? And can I be a part of that? And then thirdly, is there a compensation plan in place that will fulfill the requirements that you have, and does the company have a proven track record of payment so that you know that you're going to get paid, so that you know that there's a history of good faith there? These 3 questions can absolutely transform your home-based business if you allow it to. If you actually sit down and can look at those 3 questions and say, hey, can I answer these questions with an affirmative? And if you can't, then is it possible? Is there something in your tool bag right now? Can you shift a degree left or right? Can you literally change your perspective a little bit? Is there something right there, right within your reach, that would allow you to be able to answer yes to those questions so that you can start building the home-based business that you want to create? So that is today's free daily coaching 3 points that I wanted to make on the home-based business front. I've been answering a lot of questions over the last probably 3 weeks now about home-based business, about how to get started, about what's required. And before I want to bring someone on board, before I want to try and have someone join an opportunity, before I even get to that point, I've done a bunch of other things, right? I've collected the person in a group of people. I've captured their information, right? So I've captured their information. I've communicated with them, and now I'm communicating with them probably again, right? And then comes the close. But I'm not closing them on the opportunity on any specific program until I've got some base ideas, right? What is it that they're passionate about? Guys, if I was talking to, let's just say I was talking to, let's say a guy like Bob Miller, right? That I know is super active. He's always out running. He's doing Fiesta Island and stuff. I know Bob. He's not an overweight guy. He's not portly. He's your average build guy, right? He doesn't have to go on a 90-day diet to lose some pounds for the summer or anything. So I wouldn't go and pitch Bob about all this weight loss and diet stuff. Why? Because that product or service isn't going to get him passionate. He's not going to be passionate about that specific product or service. Guys, that's why I've positioned my business the way that I've positioned it. Instead of leading with an opportunity with a company, I'm leading with my own business, right? And my business is the business of helping others, home-based business owners, to help other entrepreneurs, to help other people that are part of multi-level marketing, direct sales companies. That's my business. And by doing that, And by having a passion to help those people, I'm able to then serve a larger, broader audience. And I'm not trying to tell Len, because Len's passionate about, I'm just making this up. I know specifically, let's say Len is passionate about aircraft, okay? He's got a passion for planes and flying. And if Len wants to sell planes and that's his deal, and he's like, listen, I'm all about Lear jets, and I'm gonna actually work for Lear, and I'm doing this online thing for them. I'm not gonna go and then try to talk Len into my train company, right? Because Len's already set up, he's already into planes. So I've set up my home-based business to be able to serve other home-based businesses. That way, I don't have to exclude a massive group of people. That way, I don't have to look for people hopping from opportunity to opportunity to opportunity. I just read a post on Facebook this morning. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. It was about a post about someone that on the 31st of December, they were like, that's it, I'm done, I'm out of this, I'm not doing home-based business, I'm out, I'm not doing MLMs and opportunities, and now it's January 7th, and they started a new thing, right? They're in a new thing. They're in the new penny matrix multiplier, right? They're in that new thing. Guys, that's what I wanted to avoid, right? I wanted to find a product or service that I could be passionate about over a long term, right? To have some longevity. I wanted to make sure there was an active community that we're working in, and then I wanted to make sure that I could make some money. That was it. Those three requirements. Once I found that, that's when it started happening. That's when my business started to take off. My home-based business started to really operate when I had those, when I could say yes to all three of those questions, when I had those three things in place. I had a solid foundation, and that's what's required for you. So if you're wondering right now, maybe you sell XYZ, maybe that's what you're quote unquote in, but you don't really feel it, and you're wondering, hey, why am I not getting the results that Tim's getting, or Sally's getting, or Susie in Florida is getting? Well, Susie in Florida is super passionate about it, right? And she's participating in the community, and she knows her plan and how to make money in her company. Then of course you're not going to have the same results. You're not even all in. You're not passionate about it. So I want you to really look at these three questions and say, hey, can I answer these three questions about what it is I'm doing? And this is key. And when you can say yes, and when you lock arms and you start running with others that are doing that, it changes the dynamic of what you're doing. It gives you more energy. It puts you into a synergistic group that really starts to have more exposure because of the group. If you look over the last, say, week, they've been going, everyone in the jam sessions has been going nuts with jam pictures, and guess what? The jam is like spilling over to people that aren't even jamming with us. That's how that synergistic effect works. Guys, when we did we did a work session yesterday for Friends of Free Daily Coaching, the synergy of working as a group, instead of getting one thing done, we got like 4 things done. And now this morning, people have funnels created, everything's connected, everything's operating. They can go out and get results right now. Why? Because as a group, we took action, right? We used that second piece of the puzzle. We had a piece of community, and as a community, we worked on something, and multiple people pitched in to create something. And what was cool is that everyone then was able to create. Everyone was able to move forward. So that's it, guys. It's a little short this morning. I normally go over. This morning, I wanted to make it quick. I wanted to make it concise. I wanted to give you something to think about. And when you're done this morning sitting and answering these 3 questions, I want you to follow up those 3 questions with, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do today? That's the question. And that's the question I ask you. What are you going to do today in your business? What are you going to do? Are you going to go out today and talk to someone? Are you going to go add someone to your email list? Are you going to go show someone your opportunity? Are you going to go and build a new relationship at a live event? What is it that you're going to do for your home-based business? You see, it's still a business. It's just based here in our homes. We don't have to go into the office, guys. That's a freedom, but it can also be a curse. If you're not out, if you're not getting away from your computer or going into your computer and networking, or going away and networking in real life and meeting people and building new relationships, then you're not allowing yourself to prosper. You're not allowing yourself the maximum benefit of the community and how powerful networking and working with others can really, really be in your business. So ask yourself that question. What am I going to do today? What am I doing today to go and further my business? And what if every day you woke up and did that? What if every single day you just took one more step forward? What if there were no steps backwards? What if some of the steps we took forward just weren't as big as the other steps? Because it's my thought that if you're moving, if you're continuing to go, then you're just moving forward. You're not taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. That's not real. You're not really moving backwards. You just took that step might have just been a little tiny step. You maybe just stepped an inch, but you stepped. You take an action and you don't get the exact result that you want, that doesn't mean that you go backwards. That means you didn't go as far forward as you wanted. If you took the action, that moved you forward. So I had a little mindset in there at the end. Thank you, Len and Chris, for coming over and letting me know that we had the screen share working. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming over and joining us here at Free Daily Coaching this morning. I want you to take a look at those 3 questions and ask yourself some important questions about your home-based business and how you're going to move forward in building. Because everyone that's here right now has the opportunity to build an incredible home-based business. You have the resources, the tools, and the community already in place right now. The question really is, what am I going to do today for my business? Guys, thank you all for being here this morning. We will be reconvening tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do a Thursday throwdown, and I'm going to invite you guys. I'm going to actually post the topic this afternoon in the Free Daily Coaching group. So I'll go ahead and post that topic on the Thursday throwdown. I'm going to give it something that's going to be a little controversial, something that is going to have some varying opinions on. So tomorrow, bring your vocal cords, bring your opinion, and come out tomorrow for the Thursday throwdown here on freedailycoaching.com. Thanks again, and have a great day.